For the review for units 1 through 3, we used the movie Frozen and had some math questions that we had to answer during class while we watched the movie. Number 1 says the ice blocks the men are creating measures 3 4/10 feet long, 2 7/10 feet wide, and 1.5 feet high. What is the volume of the blocks? Well, we know that volume is length times width times height. So all we have to do is multiply these three numbers together, and you will get 13 77/100 cubic feet. It's very important to have your measurements there. All right, number 2, the snowflake creates two parallel lines cut by a transversal. If the measurement of an angle A is 127 degrees, what is the measurement of angle B? These are same side exterior angles, which means that they are supplementary. So 180 minus 127 equals 53 degrees. Number 3, the picture of the girl swinging in the ballroom is a rectangle. If the length measures 8 feet by 13 feet, what is the length of the diagonal? This is Pythagorean theorem. So we have 8 squared plus 13 squared equals 64 plus 169. And when we find that and get the square root, our answer is 15 2/10 feet. Number 4, Elsa during the ball shows her sorcery and throws out icicles in anger. If the small ice had the original coordinates of -2, 6, -8, -4, and 4, 2, and then started melting. If the ice dilated by a scale factor of 5/10, what are the new coordinates? All we have to do is multiply these numbers by 5/10, and we will get -1, 3. For -8, -4, we will get -4, -2. And for 4, 2, we will get 2, 1. Number 5, Olaf the snowman has a circular body with a diameter of 12 inches. What is the volume of his body? If he has a circular body, that means we are looking for the volume of a sphere. 4/3 pi radius cubed. This is the diameter, so we have to divide that by 2 and then raise it to the 3rd power. Then multiply by pi, then multiply by 4/3, and you will get 904 32/100 cubic inches. For number 6, Olaf has a triangular carrot for a nose. If his nose is an isosceles triangle with the tip of his nose at 27 degrees, what is the measurement of the other two angles? Isosceles means that these two angles are congruent. So we have to subtract the angle that we know by 180. That leaves us with 153. When we divide by 2, we find that each angle is 76 5/10 degrees. For number 7, the pine trees are 20 feet tall and cast a shadow of 5 feet. What is the missing length? So we are looking for the hypotenuse. Our tree is 20 feet tall and its shadow is 5. So you're looking for the missing length. That's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we add 25 plus 400 to get 425, and the square root of that is 20 6/10 feet. For number 8, the triangles in the window have a base of 10 centimeters and a diagonal that measures 13 centimeters. What is the height of the triangle? Again, we are using Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side length, which is the height. So we have to divide this base in half, and that gives us 5 squared plus 13 squared. And when we take the square root, we find that our answer is 12 centimeters. For number 9, the ice mountain is shaped like a cone. If the volume of the mountain is 304,000 cubic feet, what is this number written in scientific notation? Well, we know if our number is bigger than 1, we have to move the decimal until there's only one number in front of the decimal. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 3 4/100 times 10 to the 5th power. That is scientific notation. For number 10, Elsa is 2 61/100 times 10 to the 9 power feet away from her castle in her ice castle on the mountain. What is the number in standard notation? We are doing the opposite of what we just did. If we have 2 61/100 times 10 to the 9th power, that means we have to move to the right 9 places. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So your answer should be 2,610,000,000 feet. All right, on the back. For number 11, we're told that there are triangles on the walls of the castle when Elsa sings Let It Go that have angles that measure 12 degrees and 41 degrees. What is the missing angle? Of course, we have to subtract these from 180, and we will get a missing angle of 127 degrees. When Olaf, Anna, and Kristoff fall 10 feet down to the snow, they land 16 feet away from the cliff. You're looking for the distance, which is the hypotenuse. So that's 16 squared plus 10 squared. When you add those together and find the square root, that gives you 20 feet. The fountain in the middle of the ice kingdom is 2 feet tall and has a diameter of 16 feet. So we're finding the volume of a cylinder. The diameter is 16 feet, so we have to divide that by 2 to get 8 and multiply it by the height of 2. And our answer is 401 92/100 cubic feet. The troll, when in boulder form, has a radius of 9 inches. What is her volume? Our formula is 4/3 pi times the radius to the 3rd power. And when we work that out, we get 3,052 8/100 cubic inches. The roof of the trading post creates a right triangle with legs of 4 and 5. What is the length? This is 4 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. And when we solve that and find the square root, it is 6 4/10 feet. For number 16. The troll started at a rate of 1 7/10 times 10 to the 1st power. If they multiply by 4 times 10 to the 0, then how many are there? We have to multiply our coefficients together and add our exponents to get 6 8/10 times 10 to the 1st power. We need to keep our answer in scientific notation. On Queen Elsa's castle, the columns are cylinders. If they measure 3 feet wide in diameter and 60 feet in height, what is the volume? So volume equals pi times the radius. We are given the diameter, so we have to divide that by 2, which is 1.5, squared times the height. We find that it's 423 and 9/10 cubic feet. Christoph was riding down the hill at a fast pace. So the graph for this, he's going really fast, and then he slows down as he got close, and then he stopped. So this should be an example of what your graph could have looked like. Prince Hans is 6 feet tall, and the fireplace gives him a shadow of 2 feet. Anna has a shadow of 1.5 feet, and we want to know how tall she is. So we have to cross multiply and divide by 2, and that will give us 4.5 feet, or 4 feet and 6 inches, either one. And then number 20, the triangular ice spikes on Marshmallow have a hypotenuse of 17 centimeters, one leg that measures 15 centimeters. You're looking for the other leg. So this is our Pythagorean theorem, and we plug in what we know. 15 squared for one of the legs, and 17 squared for our hypotenuse, and we'll find that our missing leg is 8 centimeters. And this concludes our review for units 1 through 3. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.